Hey Courtney, I was watching your video, and as I was listening to you talking this week about the different things about collecting data and what advice you would give yourself, what you think your strengths and weaknesses are as a coach, I was nodding my head over and over again because you were saying how, you're your biggest critic in your classroom and you're constantly worried, and you're an overachiever and I was thinking, yes, I can relate to all of this. And I also think when I listen to your videos, it's interesting because you're an interventionist, so you have a little bit different perspective as somebody like myself who's in one classroom with the same group of kids, especially since I'm self-contained all day long. And then I guess really the big thing that I took away from your video that kind of made me stop and pause and think for a second, you were talking about your weakness, and I think is keeping yourself out of it. And I know that that's a weakness for me. And I was sitting here and I was thinking about it. I think there's a fine line between, and I wonder sometimes, like, how to mesh this. Like, there's a fine line to me between keeping yourself out of the answer, keeping yourself objective, but then also too, like, how do you take that and combine it with using your experience to help another teacher? Because as a coach, most of us have been in a classroom, we have experiences to draw from, that's what we know. So I'm just sitting here thinking to myself, having that conversation, like, how do you, where does that line cross between giving them an objective answer, keeping yourself out of it, not inserting your judgment or your opinions, but also being able to draw on your experience and your and what you know works, and how you could help another teacher. I think that's a really interesting quandrum that I'm thinking about. So that's kind of where I got from your video. So anyways, that's it. Thanks.